Welcome back to another episode of What's Been Happening, your weekly show in regards to showing you what is happening in the world under the lens of astrology. Your host, favorite Aquarius, Make a Wish here to bring you some more news. This week we're covering August 28th to September 3rd. This week we are starting with an update to a previous continuation, best way to put it, a continuation of the Libra Retirement Tour celebration. Libra Retirement Tour is coming to an end. Serena Williams has just recently lost the third round of the U.S. Open to Torian Ayla Tomljanovic, bringing what is to be expected, what everyone is speculating to be the end of this fantastical journey of what air sign going through tennis. And just for that record, the US Open has received the highest viewership in sports in several years. I think it's 2016. Like they peaked at about 5 million people at one point in time watching to see what happens with Serena. The reason being, as I said, everyone's expecting her to be fully retired. Like, this was her last tournament. Like, you won't see Serena play again. At least that's what we're forecasting. Because Sagittarian Billie Jean King, great female tennis player, plenty of accolades, in case you were unaware of this. During her announcement ceremonial speech that she was giving in regards to Serena, she asked the question, "Is this the last time we're going to see you again?" And in true Libra fashion, Serena goes and responds, "I don't know." Aries given the harshest sentencing yet. As with the zodiac, Aries is the first one to go up front in this order. If you guys recall the attack on the Capitol on January 6th, where a lot of people were trying to protest Trump not being elected as president, of the 250 people there soon to be under sentencing for their actions, the first one to go is Aries. As with the zodiacal calendar, Aries goes first. Thomas Webster, former and 20-year-old veteran of the New York Police Department, has been given 10 years of prison and 3 years of supervised release for his actions of what has happened at the Capitol that day. Webster was found guilty of all 6 charges, for most of which being assaulting towards the police officer trying to defend the property, Noah Rathbun. Those actions, which were recorded on the cameras there, included slamming a bike rack into the police officer, swinging a metal pole at the police officer, and then tackling and choking the police officer with the chin strap of his gas mask. I would say, as an Aryan, sometimes, guys, I understand the passion you guys get instilled inside you and you want to act out upon that passion, and sometimes you do things without thinking appropriately or properly. In this situation, this guy drove a pretty far distance to get to where he wanted to be to show his passion for his beliefs. My Aryan friends, think first before you take your action, because sometimes these actions can result in you having a very big, long consequences. Be careful, my friends. Team Taurus claimed another crown at the FedEx Cup playoffs. Rory McIlroy has came back from a negative 54 deficiency to claim his third crown at FedEx Cup playoffs, being down 10 points from the then Cancerian leader, Scottie Scheffler. Rory McIlroy came back to win the crown, his third one at this place, netting up a prize of $18 million. And if I didn't say it correctly the first time, the FedEx Cup playoffs finale. $18 million netted for winning. Go Team Taurus. Woo. Team Taurus, Let this be a reminder for you. Keep plodding along, and your efforts will definitely pay off in the long run. Never give up. Team Pisces loses historical figure in Russia. The last former leader of the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, has passed away at age 91. Being the last leader of the Soviet Union, he was there for the dissolution of it. He played a big part in helping to instigate the separation of the Soviet Union. He was known as one of the leaders that wasn't the best fit for the job, for the role, because he was too compassionate, he was different from the others, because he took a different approach in regards to what he viewed his leadership to be for his people. One of the most visible differences that he had as a leader was that he was one of the few, if not the only, who had his wife in the actual public eye. Raisa Gorbachev was actually known by the public because they could visibly see he was very entranced with his love. That was one of the biggest driving factors for him being the leader he was the love he had for Raisa. Raisa was a Capricorn as well. And in true Pisces fashion, when she passed away, he has said, "I never felt so lonely in my life. I hope that we meet again." Can't let that romanticness separate and leave, past in the grave. Pisceans, man. Pisceans. Pisces constellation reveals a new galaxy. A spiral of solar systems 32 million light years away has been constantly monitored and has new updates and pictures visibly for you guys to see, as I will put here. The pictures were taken by the Hubble telescope and the James Webb telescope. The new name of the galaxy is known as the Phantom Galaxy, located directly in the Pisces constellation. The Phantom Galaxy, also formerly known as M74. In the pictures is a well-defined spiral of gases and fragments, dust particles forming into this galaxy. At the center of the galaxy, you can see clearly in the middle of the picture the nuclear star formation gathering, because it's unclouded by gases, so you can visibly see it. It's astounding. Look at that picture. Look at this picture. Look at this picture, man. Go Pisces. Team Virgo beats out Team Aquarius in the election. Democrat Mary Peltola makes history as the first Alaskan native to take take a seat at Congress by beating out Aquarian Sarah Palin in the special House election. It's a really big win for the state. Setting history with this. This is the first Alaskan native to be elected to Congress. It's a big win, but it's a small win. And the reason why I say that is because this is actually only a temporary thing. Because Geminian Don Young has recently passed away and left the open seat, therefore it needs to be filled. And when I say it's also a small thing, because it's a temporary thing. So come November, they're actually going to have another election so that they actually can put someone into a long-term or full-term spot in there, in the Congress seat, because Don Young was setting records by being there already for 49 years. So as I said, it's a temporary hold. So come election time, come the November election, there actually will be another election to make a permanent seat for this person. So come November, there's a possibility she could lose again, or she might get it back, or it could be Sarah Palin back in, or she might not be in it, or it could be a third or fourth person. I forget. We'll see what happens come election time. But at the current time, though, Team Virgo was winning Alaska. However, on that note, though, Team Virgo has also lost something of value, another champion. Two-time world champion Ernie Shavers has passed away at the age of 78. Known as arguably top 5, if not arguably number 1, hardest hitters in heavyweight boxing. I shouldn't say heavyweight boxing because it's a boxing period. Ended his career with 68 knockouts. 68 knockouts of his 74 wins. The fights where he has shown his best boxing skills was when he was giving Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier the work for the titles. Cemented his legacy right there. And unfortunately, well, it's a good and a bad thing. He was able to see his last birthday, and then he passed away the day after. Gregorians, like I say, you win some, you lose some. Sorry about that one. And with that being said, that's all we have for you for this week. If you like the things you're seeing, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and pass the information to someone you already know. Because you never know when someone actually cared about knowing what happened and they missed out for this week. Because what's been happening is here to let you know what we need to hear or what's going out in the world. So as always, my friends, stay classy, be you.